Tuman.
Well, I didn't have a big picture here, but this is a picture of myself and Hannah, our dog. And the idea is that everybody in my family is protected from EMFs, including Hannah. We have a little chip on her collar to help her be calm and nice, which she's, of course, is like that anyway. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was how I developed what I'm doing and where I came from. And the big thing I would have to say is that one thing that I am is resourceful. So all sorts of events have happened in my life, and it's led to me becoming better at something else. And many of you, I guess, would have that happen to yourselves, is that you have a challenge and you overcome that challenge and there's something, an advantage for you. So one of the things that happened to me is one of my first long bicycle tours. I rode across the United States, but in eastern Colorado I caught Giardia. And I had to start to learn, I didn't know what was going on, so, because I was in my 20s, but I had to discover how to eat to prevent it from bothering me. One of the other things that happened that was an advantage for me was when I first discovered water treatment systems. And that was in 1989 or 88. And what happened was that I just on a whim, I bought a multi-pure system. And that week, 70% of the chronic problems went away. Chlorine was affecting the food that I was drinking. The water I was drinking was affecting the food, but also the cooking water was different because even though I'd been using bottled water, having the system and the fresh water made all the difference. I've done triathlons. Now, one of the reasons I did triathlons is that because I was always looking to find something outside of myself that would make me feel better. And so I figured, well, if I'm great at triathlons, then I'll be okay. Well, I learned about denial and back injuries because I ended up hurting my back, but kept thinking that I would just get better in a couple more weeks. And that's not in Egypt, it was living in me. But then I discovered about meditation. I taught myself meditation, I taught myself pain reduction. I did the work that I needed on the inside out and found out what the emotional issues were that created the back injury. And that led me to what I'm doing now. And it led me to being a massage therapist and led me to what I'm doing now. So every step along the way, I've found something else that's helped me. Recently, I discovered about both my wife and I had hypothyroidism almost the same year. And so that was curious, and that's what's led me to be so passionate about clean water, getting rid of fluoride, and also about electromagnetics because that affected me as well. So these are things that affect all of us. Most of us are like a frog in a pot of water. The temperature keeps going up a little bit at a time, but it keeps adapting. It never jumps out. I'm the one that wants to help you so that you don't have to jump out and the water doesn't get so hot so that you get boiled dry. So Donald Tuman, Vitality Enterprises, I'm looking for people that are looking for new things, looking for improving their lives and becoming more vital.